Alright guys, we're back with Sadie. This is the 8-year-old pit bull with aggression issues towards other dogs, and I know there's a lot of people that say you can't use it on aggressive dogs, and we do it all the time, you guys. We've used the Dogtra since 1997. Before that we used the Tritonics, but we've always used it, but you have to do it in the right context. So the difference between this dog and that shepherd, Cody, is this dog's not handler aggressive. Sadie. So with a dog like this, you do want to let the dog know real quick, I'm the only friend you, don't you dare. I'm the only friend you got, down in the world. So really, we've had a bunch of people that emailed us what happened between the first and second video, and what happened was, the dog of course is in a new environment, it's disoriented, and I let it know, you have got to come to me. And I mean, I have the nick set on 100, and it would try to run and get back in the house, and I would just keep tapping, till it would come, and then I would let it know, I'm your best friend ever. You never met anyone like me. I'm the best friend ever. Down. Even though same thing though, you guys, you should never 100% let your guard down. The deal with these dogs is they're attacking. When they're doing that, it's out of a predatory behavior. And so anytime you've got a predatory behavior, it can be triggered by something in the environment. They're reactive animals. So it would never be, and again, this dog's done that behavior for 8 years, and it actually got in fights at Christy's house with her other dog, where apparently they'd stand around saying, how are we going to get these two dogs apart, because they would just be latched onto each other, and they couldn't get them apart. So, you know, it's not like, oh, it just barked at other dogs. It would flat out grab them, and you saw that day on the video, it grabbed Christopher. So anyway, what we're doing with the dog, and again, you're not, oh, now we're obedience training. The dog's 8 years old, so you're really just working on getting the two basic behaviors. We're not even going to worry about a send away. We're going to be able to make the dog come to us so that there is no away. We don't want a dog thinking, if I could just get away from them. And then we're going to be able to get it down. This is going to make it appear less threatening. No, down. Good. No, down. And you are going to be its best friend in the world. So completely different dynamic than a handler aggressive dog. When one isn't handler aggressive like that, you know, then you really are playing the role. I'm your best friend. Good. So we're going to get her heeling and downing and really just on the leash. The only off the leash thing is going to be the coming. Sadie, heel. So same thing, we're using the pager. Good girl. You don't want to make an association. Heel. Not all of you. Good girl. Good, heel. I've actually been able to start getting it to down with just the collar, but you're going to use your foot in the beginning. Down. Good. Nope. And if you remember from the first video, it was clawing and jumping, and apparently when Christy and her husband got home, their clothes were torn and they were completely bruised and clawed. So, and we don't let the dog jump up at all. When she first brought it, it kind of did that. Good girl. But you can see it's not a threat to the other dogs when it's laying down. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Heel. Down. Good. Heel. So your goal really with this is to be able to make the dog go down with the collar, and a lot of this is going to be, you know, we're going to, you know, since the handler's going to have the collar at home, you're going to have the commonality with the handler. If we just told them don't get the collar at home, that would be a disaster. Good girl. Good girl. Again, you guys, now all through, you never ever completely trust a dog like this. Something could happen. So we've got another one that comes here. We may do a video of him. something can happen to trigger that predatory behavior. Then they kind of go into that mode. All through. Really, other than that, you're still following the basic rules. We're calling the dog when it has its back turned, because if it was lunging and doing all that on the leash, you know, that's where they could never get, you know, back control of the dog. Apparently, if it did that, then they would just drag it into their house, which would, in a way, really reinforce the behavior, because then the dog said, you know, that plan worked. Down. No. Down. 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 Good. I just started that last night with getting it down. Remember, it's only been 1 week. Good. Now, just using a very low nick, tap, tap, tap right there. But what you don't want to do, you guys, is reinforce when it's rolling on its back and doing all that, the belly rub thing, as we say. Good. What a good girl. Good girl. All right, you guys. More updates soon. See ya.